Today's episode of Variant is brought to you by Gamefly.
Today on Variant, a guy builds the Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series. Yeah, that's happening. As well as me telling you how to make Thor's Asgardian soup. I said what I said. Welcome to Variant, where we love comics more than Tom Hanks loves Wilson. I'm your host, Arris. So I was searching the web and I stumbled upon a bunch of cool comic-related things, some cool collectibles, awesome fan-made movie props, and comic-accurate replicas of things, and even guys who make their own Batmobiles, as well as Thor's Asgardian soup. Don't worry, I'll get to that later. But I figured I would do a whole episode on some of the balls-awesome stuff I found and share the love. So today, Variant goes around the web. Now, I'm sure at one point or another, all of us wish we had Wolverine's retractable claws. I mean, when I was in elementary school, I used to put 3 pencils between my fingers and pretend they were claws, which I don't do anymore. Okay, that was a lie. But this guy actually made real Wolverine claws. Real in the sense that they are actually metal claws that launch from his hands. And they look freaking awesome. All you need to do is throw on a leather jacket and grow some mutton chops and bam, instant real-life Wolverine. Minus the healing factor. But then again, who would mess with this guy? He has freaking metal claws on his hands, which translates into don't F with me. Don't even. If you watch the show, you know I'm a huge Green Lantern fan and was really disappointed that the Green Lantern film with Ryan Reynolds was, like I said before, more like rape than an actual film. But one cool thing that did come out of it was DC Direct's Green Lantern movie prop lantern. I actually like the design of it, and it's from the same mold as the ones they made for the film. So it's literally an exact replica. It also comes with a movie accurate power ring that when you hold it up to the lantern, it lights up, which is pretty freaking cool. It would make for probably one of the coolest nightlights ever. Not that I need one, but you know. It'd be cool. They also have comic accurate ones, which come to think of it, I probably want that one more. They also have a yellow and red lantern ones, all of which come with power rings and light up when you put the rings next to them. Everything I just named has a price tag of around 400 US of A dollars each. Ouch. There are tons of Batman short films on YouTube, and I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Most of them are terrible. But I did just so happen to find one that's actually pretty good. It's called Batman Puppet Master. It takes place between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, and has who most of us wanted to be in The Dark Knight Rises, and that is the Riddler, as well as having Scarface. The guy who played the Riddler in this did a great job, minus the fact his performance seemed a little too reminiscent of Cillian Murphy's performance as a Scarecrow. But this is definitely worth a watch, and Batman's costume is one of the best replicas I've ever seen. Even the gadgets he uses in this is very much something Nolan would have used in his films. Now, one of the coolest and or funniest things I found on YouTube is Iron Baby. I mean, just look at it. That's hilarious. It's a baby as Iron Man. Not only is it hilarious because it shows a baby as Iron Man, but I think how good it looks adds on to the funny, if that makes any sense. And the CGI work looks just as good as any of the Iron Man movies, which is pretty darn impressive. And speaking of impressive, this is probably a video a lot of you guys have already seen, but it's still one of the coolest comic-related videos out. It's a CGI fight between Superman and the Hulk. Superman is modeled after Christopher Reeve, which is pretty cool. It's definitely an epic and just downright awesome fight. It also brings up the discussion in the comic book world, who would win in a fight, Superman or the Hulk? But that's an easy question. The winner would obviously be... While I'm on the topic of a win, this guy's collection is a win. He goes by the name of Solid Snake and Pants on YouTube and has one of the biggest Marvel Legends collections I have ever seen. Marvel Legends are highly posable and articulated Marvel action figures, for those of you who don't know. He actually has every single Marvel Legend action figure ever made, even prototypes that never made it to mass production to custom made ones. Now, I used to collect Marvel Legend figures back in its glory days and had a couple hundred figures and still have a good amount of them, but nothing like this. This is just downright impressive. So kudos to him. So if you're bored and have a crap ton of scrap metal, what do? Apparently make your own Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, or at least that's what this guy did, and it looks freaking awesome to say the least. It's pretty accurate to the movie version, and I can only imagine how long it took to put together. And whoever made this also needs to make a real life Megazord. Power Rangers, anyone? Go Power Rangers. It's morphin' time. That'd be cool. Now, if you love the Batman Arkham Asylum and City games as much as I do, then you're going to love this. The guys over at Effects Labs made a real-life Arkham City Batsuit. Yeah, I know. This thing is awesome. I would wear this for every Halloween as well as every other day of the year. And while brushing my teeth, and while eating dinner, while going to bed, going out on a date, while watching a movie, while watching a Batman movie, while going downstairs, while watching TV, while reading comic books, while reading Batman comic books. This is by far one of the best Batman costumes I have ever seen. The attention to detail is amazing. Now, if these guys made a Batman Beyond costume from Batman the Animated Series, I don't even know. Just good things, like lots of good things. Now, this dude actually made something that's even cooler. Now, you're probably asking what could be cooler than a pinpoint accurate real life Batman Arkham City costume? Well, a real-life Batman the Animated Series Batmobile. This thing is ridiculous. I mean, we all dream when we're little kids to have stuff like this. Heck, even as adults we dream to have stuff like this. And this guy has it. Given this is a one-seater and not a two-seater like the cartoon, but who the heck cares? This guy has a real Batman the Animated Series Batmobile. And I think most of you who've been watching the show for a while now know how much I love Batman the Animated Series. So I would do anything to own this car. Heck, I would even kill for this car. I'd kill for it. Kill for it. This guy made a Tim Burton Batmobile with actual machine guns. Imagine having that chase you down the street. That'll pucker your butthole up real tight. No, forget that. Imagine owning the Batman Arkham City costume I just showed and one of these Batmobiles. I think you would just have to become Batman at that point. I mean, wouldn't you? You'd be doing the world a disservice if you didn't become Batman. Do you like video games? I love video games. And Gamefly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 8,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at just $15.95 a month, Gamefly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. Once you're done playing a game, send it back and Gamefly will send you the next available game on your list. Gamefly members can also play hundreds of PC games for free with unlimited PC play. Variant fans get a 15-day free trial when they go to gamefly.com/variant. So you can go play like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, a whole bunch of other cool games. You ever have a craving for Thor's Asgardian vegetable soup or Spidey's chocolate pancakes? How about Black Panther snack? Well, you're in luck with Marvel Stan Lee presents the Mighty Marvel Superheroes Cookbook. They tell you how to cook all of your favorite superheroes' dishes and snacks. They even give you serving sizes and tell you all the ingredients you'll need. There's a bunch of different recipes in there, from seafood to breakfast and anything in between. So if you have a half-pound ground beef, 1/4 cup chopped onion, 1 can around 16 ounces of mixed vegetables, be sure to drain them, but save the liquid, we're gonna need that for later, and 1 can of condensed vegetable soup, you'll be eating like the gods. Or just Thor. First up for my buy list on Wednesday, September 12th is Avengers vs. X-Men issue 11. This is the final month for Avengers vs. X-Men, and however it ends is definitely going to leave a huge impact in the Marvel Universe. Next we have Scarlet Spider issue 9. This is the close to Scarlet Spider's biggest story yet, and I've always been a fan of the Scarlet Spider, and this title has been really good, so if you're a Spidey fan, check this out. Here we have Avenging Spider-Man issue 12. In this issue, Deadpool teams up with Spider-Man. That's gonna be fun. Now we have Batman issue 0. I've been waiting for this title ever since I heard about the Zero issues, and writers Scott Snyder and artist Greg Capullo give us their version of Bruce Wayne's early years. This issue is going to reveal the early steps to building everything that surrounds Batman, like his costume, the Batcave, the car, and even gadgets. I cannot wait. Here we have Grifter issue 0. I'm just a fan of Wildstorm, so of course I'm going to check out Grifter 0 issue. Finally we have Batgirl issue 0. How did Barbara Gordon become Batgirl? Find out in this issue. Well, that's it for today on Variant. Be sure to leave your comments and thoughts below. You can also check out our Variant Facebook page and keep up with the show and all things comics there. You can also check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/theArisQuinones or my Twitter page at twitter.com/Aris_Quinones. But I will see you next week when I review the graphic novel Batman Earth 1. Kill for it. Hold on. I can't be crazy on command. This is weird. Okay. And I scratch my nose because it itched like crazy. I was like, I can't stop it. I can't. It needs to be itched.